L.O.T.S Pro Media, DSTM, don't shoot the messenger. You guys do me a favor. Let's not wait for the middle or the end. Let's come together as a collective. And I need everybody to hit this like button at the same time. What that does, that makes YouTube take the content, push it forward, thrust it, catapult it through the atmosphere being the algorithm. All right, and allows us to compete with the bigger channels. So thank you guys in advance. You already know it's love here. Love is love. We need that support. We appreciate it here. Now, let's talk about it. Jay-Z, Nicki Minaj, is woe out there. I don't know if y'all got the chance to see Nicki Minaj's IG. We're going to go to Nicki Minaj's IG. She just unleashed a plethora of allegations towards Jay-Z. Let's talk about it. She's talking about Jay-Z owe her $200 million. You heard right, $200 million, the Tidal deal. Let's not forget she had that joint venture with Jay-Z with that streaming service. Also, she's speaking about Jay-Z's illegitimate, allegedly, son. You guys let me know. You guys are determined. We'll speak about it. There's a lot to talk about it. You guys, don't be a ninja watcher. That's a person that be creeping and watching. Don't be no pocket watcher because that's just a hater. And you definitely want to be one of these. Ladies and gentlemen, we call that people time. If y'all don't know what they do to people time, just don't go to jail. You have to find out. Now, let's get wet. Listen, Jay-Z and Nicki Minaj have had this ongoing feud. It's been a silent, but once in a while it bubbles up. Once in a while the feud, it goes up, such as today. Nicki Minaj is on her page with a whole list of allegations, things that we've been hearing in the general public for a while now. But it seems like these allegations are being silenced. So she's speaking about Jay-Z, and also she's speaking about Mrs. Perez, whatever her name is, Perez, the CEO for Roc Nation, the one that's all over all the blogs, the one that her daughter is supposedly suing her or something. Yeah, her. Also, keep in mind, 50 Cent chimed in. And I don't know, you guys, I expect 50 to chime in. Remember, 50's from Southside, from Jamaica, Queens, and Nicki Minaj is from Jamaica, Queens. That's just a side note, all right? They're becoming a tandem now. It seems like every time Nicki speaks, 50 runs to her defense, and that's what it's just looking like, all right? Now, just to give you guys a background, let's go into the background of how this Tidal, this streaming service even began, and the conflict between Nicki Minaj and Jay-Z. Now, originally, there was a streaming service called Tidal, right? Trying to compete with the other platforms out here. Y'all know our people, our community, we kind of get shunned. We get the shorter end of the stick, so to speak, when you talk about revenues and what people get from the streaming services. So Jay-Z came in like a savior. Jay-Z came in like a savior with the cape on to save our community. Same way as the NFL, same way he played that role in the NFL, where he did that initially with streaming services. So this is what Jay-Z did. Jay-Z basically promised a plethora of artists, I would believe 13 to 15 artists, right? Exclusive rights, percentages, stakes, shares. So Jay-Z offered 3% stake in the Tidal, the platform, the streaming platform, in exchange for their exclusivity with their content, as in their music, right? Now, the sole purpose of this obviously is to put more revenues in the artist's pockets, right? You empowering the artist. This is what Jay-Z says. He empowers the certain industries, right? Savior. We're gonna go into Nicki Minaj's IG. Nicki's talking crazy on her IG, speaking about just a plethora of things, Jay-Z's illegitimate child, etc. We'll speak about that. But I'm just giving you guys the background on this whole Tidal thing. Now, like I said, 3% shares. Now, upon the selling of Tidal, Jay-Z sold Tidal for, I would believe, 298 million to 302 million. In between. Now, initially, upon selling that, obviously he's supposed to distribute these artists, these 13 artists, including Mrs. Nicki Minaj, is supposed to receive upwards to about 8.9 million. All right, 8.9 million. Also, when it's sold, when it's actually sold, it's going to end up to be about 9.8 approximate. Now, let's go into this. All right, just give you the basic rundown. This is just Google right now. All right. Based on the provided information, the original agreement between Jay-Z and Nicki Minaj regarding Tidal involving Nicki Minaj being one of the artists stakeholders in the platform. The arrangement included ownership stake. Nicki Minaj, along with other artists, as I told you guys before, reportedly held 3% stake in Tidal. The purpose: Nicki Minaj promoted the streaming service and provided exclusive content in exchange for her shares of the profits. Now, Tidal sale and discrepancy. Jay-Z sold the majority stake of Tidal Square, which is now Block Inc. Now, Block Inc., I think it's owned by somebody by the name of something, Jack Dorsey. I'm not sure. I think it was once called Square, but now it's called Block Inc., all right? For approximately $302 million in 2021. Now, reports indicated that the artist owners would receive a payout of $8.9 million, around $9 million. So that's what I was trying to get at right there. All right, Nicki Minaj claims, Nicki Minaj states that she did not receive this payout. It was only offered $1 million, which she declined, calling the arrangement a scam. So that's just the background. So you see that there was promised upwards to $9 million upon the selling of this platform. 3% stake. Nicki offered $1 million, in which Nicki referred to this as a scam, an alleged scam. Now, like I said, we're gonna go on Nicki's page, and Nicki's speaking a lot. She's being boisterous. She's voicing herself. She's galvanizing the people, so to speak. What you guys are seeing is the general public being galvanized against Jay-Z and Roc Nation. Now, are these reasons valid? You guys just make that determining factor at home. You guys let me know that, right? But nonetheless, you guys, Jay-Z's on the chopping block right now. Jay-Z's next up the bat, and that it looks like to be in that courtroom, just judging by the trajectory of where things are going, all these new Jay-Z allegations. Yeah, Jay-Z's next after Diddy, definitely. All right, now, Steve Styles, CEO of United Masters and close friend of Jay-Z, claimed, okay, so this is also Steve Styles said, before we even go to Nicki's IG page, Steve Styles claimed that Nicki never signed the paperwork. And that's the reason why she didn't receive her payout of her $9.1 million, in which now she's requesting $200 million. Right now, let's go into Nicki's IG page. You guys do me a favor, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, that part. Hit that like button. Don't be a ninja watcher. That's a person that be creeping and watching. Don't be no pocket watcher, because that's just a hater. And you definitely want to be one of these. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a peeping time. If y'all don't know what they do to peeping times, just don't go to jail, and you won't never have to find out. That part. All right, y'all. Now, we on Nicki's page. All right. She has a lot here. Nicki saying a lot. I think we might want to start here. All right, now, starting off with this. Let's talk about this Megan Thee Stallion situation. This is what kicked off a lot of things. All right, Nicki is saying in the caption, what was the name of that law again? Karma's law? Touch not my anointed law. Vengeance is the Lord's law. We give God the glory, and he's only just begun. Have a blessed day if you can. LOL. The blogs posting lies. Thank you. More money for me. We're working. Trust. So I don't know what you guys gave. I'm getting a lawsuit from them. Now let's go to the actual post. The judge has denied Roc Nation, Megan Thee Stallion, motion to dismiss a lawsuit where her homosexual cameraman claims that the twerker forced him to watch her have a freak off car X with woman inside moving car while on tour in Ibiza, Spain. in 2022. Judge Wood says that the cameraman, who is gay, plausibly pleads that the alleged sexual encounter in the SUV in Ibiza created a hostile work environment based on the plaintiff's sexual orientation. All right. What else it says? Megan Thee Stallion and Roc Nation can't dismiss cameraman's lawsuit over alleged cars X incident. Now I'm being careful, you guys. Keep in mind, there's a lot of terms on YouTube that you can't use. All right. Now, let's see what she got here. What else here? All right, hold on. Nicki has a lot. Let's just go into this. Now, this is Nicki speaking about Jay-Z's illegitimate child. All right, a legend. Let's just read this. Jay-Z's trending because the judge has granted Raymir request to move forward with his case, and the judge has demanded Jay-Z respond to Raymir paternity lawsuit by July 18th. Man, now, just that fact alone, you guys got to keep in mind, we're speaking about Jay-Z's son also. Jay-Z's allegedly has an illegitimate son. So what you're seeing, that kid there, let me pull this back up again. You seeing this kid, first of all, you guys let me know at home, does the kid actually bear a real resemblance of Jay-Z? In you guys' opinion, does the kid share Jay-Z's resemblance? I'm looking at the ears. He has Jay's ears. First of all, dog, look how the ears are pointy. Those are very pointy ears. The nose, very similar. That's Jay-Z's nose right there. The lips, those are Jay-Z's lips right there. No Diddy, those are Jay-Z's lips. Y'all can't tell me, look at the shape. Look at the smile. The smile is proportioned like Jay-Z's smile. Symmetrically, it's the same metrics, the same measurements. Basically, the lips are the same. The shortness in the lips, the top lip. Cause you know they say Jay-Z got the camel lips. I ain't throwing shots at Jay, but that's what the general public say. I see a resemblance. I don't know. Nose the same, ears the same, lips the same. Wow. I'd even go as far as even the eyebrows are the same. All right. So this kid here, this kid has been trying to get his just due for a long time. We're going to go back to the IG page, but that kid that you just saw there, this kid has been trying to get this DNA test, and I think he did get a DNA test, but you guys know DNA tests can be tampered with. They can be manipulated, right? Especially talking about people with people with a lot of money with connects in high places. People with a lot of money know doctors. They know clinics. They know these different facilities, and they have access to these facilities, right? Nonetheless, this kid has been unequivocally saying that Jay-Z is his father. He just wants the DNA test. So these are stuff that's come to the forefront, and the judge is forcing Jay-Z to do the test by July 18th. All right. Now, we got more here, champ. We have more here. And this is what Nicki's saying. Oh, is this why he was trending the other day? I don't know. I hope all is well. To God be the glory. So that's Nicki. Y'all see what's going on. Nicki is not stopping. Nicki is she's released the floodgates, so to speak. What else we have here? Nah, that ain't nothing. All right. Now, with that being said, wow, Roc Nation CEO Desiree Perez is allegedly abusive. Her daughter, hold on, let me see her. All right. Roc Nation CEO, Desiree Perez. That's her name, Desiree Perez. I got to remember that name. You guys get familiar with this name, Desiree Perez, because her name is all over the Roc Nation allegations, and it's looking like she might be the main culprit in this, allegedly, right? She's a former informant, federal informant. She's behind, her daughter is currently suing her right now. She's behind all the allegations at Roc Nation with Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, etc. Allegedly. All right. With that being said, wow, Roc Nation CEO Desiree Perez is allegedly abusive. Her daughter, Damori, claims her mother held her against her will and was punching her. This is so sad. This is not the actions of a concerned mother. Nicki Minaj calls out Roc Nation. Damori Hadley exposes Roc Nation CEO. So once again, now this is Nicki's caption here. Oh no, what's going on? And she actually she added the shade room. All right, saying help. Now, with that being said, in conclusion, this is her last recent post, all right? Nicki saying, so let me get this straight. Y'all so-called black savior, Jay-Z, has a Hispanic CEO who was pardoned by President Trump. Interesting. So does this mean that Desiree isn't a Democrat? Black people, I thought y'all hated all Trump supporters. Wait, did Jay-Z ever campaign for Kamala? He's benefited so much from the party. When President Obama gave that speech about brothers, why didn't Jigga Man come out and strongly campaign for the Democratic Party at that time? Could it be that y'all have all been hoodwinked? LOL. Ooh-wee. That was so kind of President Trump, and that was so kind of President Obama, passionately going out and campaign. But what did Mr. Jigga Man do to help y'all win the election? He's above speaking out to help his party. Or was it not his party? Or is it just about who can benefit him? Desiree at the time. And she's referring to her as Desiree. Her name was Desiree last time I checked. Oh, black people. It looks like the Jigga Man and Desiree played y'all once again. LMFAO. Laughing my ass off. The jig is up. The jig is up. Wow. All right. So like I said, you guys see what's going on. All right. So this is a full campaign, a witch hunt on Jay-Z. All right. Now, is Nicki Minaj's reasons valid? Well, if somebody owes you $200 million, I think that's a valid reason. Now, let's talk about it. Nicki Minaj also claims to be blackballed by Roc Nation. So Nicki Minaj's ongoing beef with Jay-Z has been going on for a dean. It seems like forever. With that being said, it looks like the pimple is coming to a head in reference to Jay-Z. Now, you see that Nicki was back-to-back with the post. So this is a full-blown campaign. And you can see what Nicki's initiative is. She's following in the steps of Mr. 50 Cent. Now, y'all know 50 Cent actually chimed in also. Now, you know 50 Cent, he's not no fan of Diddy, which we all seen that for our own eyes on IG. Well, we have to add somebody to 50 Cent's hit list. It goes by the name of Jay-Z. So apparently 50 never had a good rapport with Diddy and Jay-Z, judging by the circumstances. Now, typically, 50 Cent, he chimes in, he comes in defense of Nicki. Now, y'all know Nicki is from Jamaica, Queens. 50 Cent is fond of Nicki. It's safe to say that Nicki Minaj is fond of 50 Cent. Let's be clear. Every time Nicki Minaj goes up, 50 is reposting. 50 don't go at Nicki. All right. And I call Nicki the female 50 Cent. She the female Curtis Jackson. Let's be clear. So with that being said, I think Jay-Z might be in trouble. Now, it's all dependent upon how strategic Nicki Minaj is in this ongoing war. Now, we already know what Roc Nation is doing. Roc Nation is shutting down a lot of platforms that's speaking against them. Right now, I'm going live, and who knows? They probably watching right now. Trust me when I tell you. But it looks like things are coming to an end with those type of tactics. All right. First of all, they try to shut down the Megan Thee Stallion lawsuit, Roc Nation, in which the judge denied it. So it looks like they're aware of Jay-Z's tactics and Roc Nation, and things are being exposed right now. Jay-Z is on the chopping block. Let's be clear. Now, like I said, you guys, 50 Cent chimed in also. Also, Nicki, before we get into the 50 Cent, Nicki spoke about referencing Jay-Z as Hove. Y'all know the term Hove, that means God, right? People refer to Jay-Z as God. Now it looks like a lot of people are going to regret referring to Jay-Z as Hove. Me myself, I've never referred to the man as Hove, but yes, I see the name, right? With that being said, Nicki Minaj said that is blasphemous to refer to this man as Hove. And we're seeing so many holes in Jay-Z's armor right now. And I got to give it to Nicki. Though Nicki Minaj is mad at Jay-Z, Nicki said, Jay, you still my top 5. Let's be clear. So she still refers to Jay-Z as her top 5. All right? So let's Nicki might be mad right now, but she still has things in perspective, right? Because typically when people are mad, they kind of lose common sense. And I see that she's still able to apply common sense. Yes, you guys, Jay-Z is still top 5. This has nothing to do with Jay-Z, what he brought to the game as in lyrically in his catalog. I think we can make that distinction here. We talking about Jay-Z behind the scenes. Jay-Z, the puppet master. Jay-Z, the one that undermined Dame Dash, which I'm not saying I'm against. I don't have no horse in the race. But you guys have to pay attention to Jay-Z's patterns and his tactics. He's very tactful. And remember I told you guys this, and I always say this, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was making people believe he did not exist. You see people, when they're deceitful and practice these type of tactics, when they're good at it, you will never assume that they're doing stuff like that. The things that Jay-Z does behind the scene is hard to fathom unless you're a person that's privy to that. But the general public, us, we're just now getting hip to it. They submissive Nicki Minaj. All right? With that being said, 50 Cent chimed in. Now, let's go on the Academics page. I'm going to go on DJ Academics page, and because I went on 50 page and I didn't see, maybe 50 took down the post. Let me see here. Bear with me. You guys, make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, all right? Oh, let me pull this up too while we're here. This is on Academics page. I'm going to pull this up while we're here. Oh, 50 Cent chimed in too. Yeah. Okay, so 50 Cent posted up that picture of Jay-Z's alleged son. Yeah, let's pull this up. All right. Once again, you guys, this is Jay-Z's alleged son. Now, this is 50 Cent coming to Nicki Minaj's aid, all right? Once again, Jay-Z's trending because the judge has granted Ramir's request to move forward with his case, and the judge has demanded Jay-Z to respond to Ramir's paternity lawsuit by July 18th, all right? In which 50 Cent reposted this. Curtis Jackson reposted. So it looks like 50 is going to be very entertaining on this witch hunt for Jay-Z. All right. And we're here for it. We got our popcorn nonetheless. Now, prior to that, this is Nicki, all right, a post that she made. Now, this is Nicki making a request. Nicki wants her $200 million. This is what she's screaming. Nicki says we've calculated about 100 to 200 million so far. Hashtag Jay-Z. Call me to settle this karmic debt. It's only collecting more interest. You still in my top 5 though. Let's get it, nigga. And anyone still calling him Hove will answer to God for the blasphemy. How blasphemous. Hold up. Hold up. That part. Ay, ay, ay. Hold up. Now, as you guys see, 50 Cent chimed in. Y'all know 50. 50 and Nicki Minaj are cohorts. They from Jamaica, Queens. So whatever 50 does, whatever Nicki does, they're both in cahoots. You might as well say they're both in cahoots. So expect it. If you go at Nicki, expect 50 to be back there. If you go in at 50, expect Nicki not to be fond of it. It's safe to say. But nonetheless, judging by that, you guys see what's going on. Now, with that being said, 200 million. Upwards from 100. He said from 100 to 200 million. Listen, hold up, man. Hold up. This thing is collecting interest what Jay-Z owed Nicki. Jay-Z owes Nicki upwards to 200 million. She said it's collecting interest. Like I told you guys, originally, she had 3% stake in Tidal. Jay-Z promised Nicki that she would make a payout. This would be a major payout after that with her investment. She initially was given 3% stake in Tidal. All right? According to Nicki Minaj, allegedly, she only received $1 million from Jay. And as to what she refers to as a scam, Nicki's saying that Jay-Z scammed her out of her portion of money that was supposed to come out of that sale of Tidal. All right. Like I said, according to Steve's side, just to Jay-Z's defense, I can come to Jay's defense. I'm not here to condemn Jay, but I am for the justice of the people. You heard? So with that being said, Steve Styles said that Nicki Minaj was supposed to pay, Nicki not supposed to sign some paperwork in which Nicki did not sign the paperwork. This is according to Steve Styles. This is why he's saying that Nicki did not receive her percentage. Now, I understand contractually, right? But shout out to Whack 100. I recall Whack 100 saying one time that you have contracts, but then you have moral obligations also. When dealing with us black people, I understand white folks. Shout out to all my white folks. They're very contractually driven. Yes, I'm contractually driven also, may I add. But there's also a moral clause there. There's something morally contractually that you have to fulfill. So Steve South mentioned that Nicki did not sign the paperwork. Does that mean that that Jay doesn't owe her that? Does that mean that she doesn't deserve a return on her investment? I don't think $1 million is going to suffice, obviously, according to the what they're saying, what she put into the company, as in just rights, exclusive rights to music, etc., etc. But these are the people. These are the people. Just to break down the morality behind it. A lot of people invested in Jay-Z and his ideas. Jay-Z is supposed to be the leader of our community in the sense of entertainment, right? Jay-Z has took in the forefront, and we kind of elected Jay-Z also, right? Jay-Z with the NFL. A lot of people are displeased with how he's with the halftime performances. A lot of people are displeased with that. You guys see what happened with Wayne, Lil Wayne snub, New Orleans halftime. Halftime performance, Super Bowl halftime performance, got snubbed. And they're saying it's because Jay-Z has something, I don't know. It's very confusing because these guys have issues, prior issues that you probably wouldn't think that affected them, but they got their pennies in a bunch. I think Jay-Z gets emotional about things. Jay-Z is offended easily about things. But nonetheless, Lil Wayne is still mad at Jay. I remember Lil Wayne looked up to Jay. I recall Jay helping Lil Wayne with his taxes, getting him out of tax. I recall Jay wanting to sign Lil Wayne to Roc Nation when he was having issues with Baby and Cash Money Records. I remember that vividly. I know a lot of people run to Jay-Z for his assistance. Jay-Z is a very resourceful man. Obviously, he speaks about it. He has the money. Jay-Z has the resources. A lot of people consider Jay-Z Illuminati. That term is kind of watered down, but it's given validity. It's given validity with the way he connects with the judicial system with Tory Lanez, Roc Nation, being able to intervene with this chauffeur, this driver suing Meg Thee Stallion for being forced to see some things in the vehicle. I don't know about the terms on YouTube. Listen, there's a lot of terms on YouTube that I'm not supposed to be using. So when you guys see me kind of stutter a little bit, it's because I'm trying to figure it out, right? I don't want to get this demonetized nonetheless, right? But you guys know about the driver that's suing Megan Thee Stallion. He's a gay driver. He was forced, held hostage, while Meg had another woman in the back of the vehicle. And Meg requested that this man say nothing. Don't say nothing. Knowing that she knew the man's sexuality, right? So 9 times out of 10, this is not entertaining for a person who of that walk of life. You're with a woman. He doesn't necessarily like women. And nonetheless, even the act is still inappropriate. Let's be quite honest with you. It's inappropriate to be having sex in the back of your vehicle, knowing that the driver's in the front. You're a professional. Well, Roc Nation tried to intervene in that. Roc Nation is very tactful. What we're seeing right now is a Roc Nation demise. We're on the heels of Roc Nation's demise. I don't think Roc Nation is going to be able to sustain for too much longer. I don't think Roc Nation is the label. I don't think everybody, and I could be wrong, you guys let me know in the comment section, but I don't think people feel comfortable with Roc Nation being their parent label. I'm curious to see how is Roc Nation going to sign new artists after all these allegations come out. And trust me, they're coming out. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You guys are listening to the most dangerous, watching the most dangerous podcast on God's green earth. DSCM, don't shoot the messenger, because the messenger shoots back. That part. Now let me address this comment section. Mrs. Diana, how did this suddenly start out of the blue? Man, that's a great question. To be honest with you, Mrs. Diana, I think Nicki just felt like it was time. If you've noticed, you guys, in the past few weeks, Jay-Z's name is stronger in the algorithm. Allegations are coming out more and more. And it's not that allegations were never there. It's that they were being suppressed. All the allegations were being suppressed. And now it looks like whatever system that Roc Nation had to suppress the social media is being removed, right? You see Mrs. Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright is on Jay-Z's ass. Jaguar Wright used to do business with Jay. She has a vendetta against Jay-Z. She vows to get Jay-Z. They tried to shut Jaguar Wright up 1,000,000 times. People have probably tried to harm Mrs. Jaguar Wright. I don't see her so much on the internet no longer, but she has re-emerged on the scene. She's not sitting on couches. She's doing from remote. You know what I mean? She's doing phone interviews. She's not sitting anywhere because she know that she's a target. Same way big homie CC is a target. Listen, we're in the information age. A lot of things are going to be revealed in the near future for us. You guys keep in mind. So the Jaguar Wrights, you're going to see more of these type of people. The big homie CC speaking. Shout out to big homie CC. Shout out to Jaguar Wright. You know what I mean? I don't agree with everything that these people say. And nor am I saying that everything they say is correct or valid. But they are sparking a lot of people's interest. They are waking up. They're waking up a lot of people's conscious. Things that we're not conscious of, things that we're not privy to, they're waking us up to them. So I appreciate these people. All right. Nonetheless, you guys, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're speaking about Nicki Minaj going crazy. Nicki Minaj, go on Nicki Minaj's IG. She's going crazy on Jay. She's released the floodgates. It's like she has like 4 to 5 posts already on her page. Jay-Z has yet to respond. And you guys know Jay ain't going to respond. Jay going to respond the legal way. All right? The legal way. But nonetheless, it looks like Jay-Z witch hunt has begun. You guys, Jay-Z is the new target out here. All right. Once again, man, shout out to all parties. But it would be a lie. I'd be lying if I was to say that I want to see Jay-Z held accountable for some of these things. Yeah, I definitely want to see Jay-Z held accountable for some of these things. L.O.T.S approved media. Don't shoot the messenger. You guys know what it is. Once again, it's the most dangerous podcast on God's green earth. Remember, I told you. All right. You guys don't know. You guys check out Nicki's page. Like I said, the Jay-Z. They on Jay-Z's head out here. They on the Jigga Man's head. Jay-Z with the son. I don't know. There's a lot of people out here that have kids that are not claiming their kids. And let's be clear. Let's be clear. That's not the first kid that they claim that Jay-Z has. Allegedly, Jay-Z has kids outside of his relationship with Beyonce. Shout out to B, shout out to the fam. But allegedly, Jay-Z has other kids. Not just dude, not just that one kid, but they're saying Jay-Z has a daughter. Not just a son. Jay-Z has an outside daughter. And these kids was prior to him meeting Beyonce. I don't respect men that don't take care of their kids. I don't respect men that neglect their kids, that have kids out from outside marriages in the past. So that was when I'm be quite honest with you. When I heard Jay-Z had a son and Jay-Z had a daughter and he wasn't claiming him, that made me start to look at Jay a little bit sideways. Jay-Z as a rapper, I appreciate Jay-Z as a rapper. Let's talk. I appreciate Jay-Z as a rapper, but in reference to him, his things that he has going in his personal life, it made me less admire Jay. I used to admire Jay-Z. The way his business acumen, his legacy, his ideologies, philosophies. I thought Jay-Z was a 5%er. I've heard Jay-Z say a lot of different things that I identify with. Jay-Z reps New York from the projects. The way Jay-Z's relationship with Memphis Bleak. I had a lot of admiration for Jay. When Jay-Z supposedly took the foundation from under Dame Dash, when Jay-Z fell out with Dame Dash and was able to retain, to buy back Roc Nation, Rockefeller, the label, Jay-Z was able to get back certain things that they both owned at one point. Jay-Z was able to convince Dame to sell his portion. At the same time, Jay sold his portion. Unbeknownst to Dame, Jay-Z just bought back the companies. Even then, I wasn't mad at Jay. I've never been mad at Jay for Jay-Z and Dame Dash relationship. I seen how Dame Dash. We're gonna podcast today. Hold up. That part. We're gonna podcast today. Listen, I never been fond of. I never cared about Jay-Z and his treatment of Dame Dash. I never had no sympathy for Dame Dash in reference to Jay-Z. Yes, I respect Dame Dash and what he brought as a CEO, as an entrepreneur, as an independent person that's always preaching to be a boss. I appreciate and I admire Dame Dash. I'll be quite honest with you. Yeah, I admire Dame. But in reference to Dame and Jay-Z and who was actually responsible and who played what role, I never cared for it. Matter of fact, I respected what Jay-Z did to a certain degree, what Jay did to Dame. Remember, Dame Dash and Jay-Z was battling, having inner turmoil. Jay-Z and Dame Dash was having inner turmoil, and they do business together. That's why they say business and friends don't mix, because they mixed in politics. When you're doing business together, we can't be chasing the same woman. Jay-Z and Dame was chasing Aaliyah. Walk with me, walk with me. Jay-Z and Dame was chasing Aaliyah. Dame Dash ended up being successful in attaining Aaliyah. Dame Dash appointed Cameron as the president of Rockefeller, unbeknownst to Jay-Z. Jay-Z's ahead of Rockefeller. Y'all built this thing of y'all's together. So when I see Jay-Z and how he treats Dame, I've never been mad at Jay-Z of how he treats Dame. So I'm seeing online, I'm seeing people saying, why Jay don't come to Dame's, why Jay-Z don't come to Dame's rescue? Let's talk about it. Why would you save somebody that try to bring your demise? A nigga try to get at all your bitches. A nigga want your hoes. The nigga try to appoint somebody in your company, basically try to undermine you in the company. Why would Jay-Z save Dame Dash? Y'all remember Dame when they first started beefing with Jay and Cam, and Cameron came out with that song, and Cam was showing all the Jay-Z references that he took from Biggie? Y'all remember when Cameron dropped that song where he was showing, not even a song, but he dropped a audio of all the Biggie references that Jay-Z uses, as if to give the impression that Jay-Z is not creative, that Jay-Z is only taking what other people wrote and putting it in his rhymes. We know what Dame was trying to do. Dame Dash was trying to bring down Jay-Z's value. Dame Dash tried to undermine Jay-Z as a boss with women, and also in reference to what I just talked about. All right. How could you have love? How could you feel remorse for somebody like that? I think people out there people are too forgiving out there, man. And I don't think people really know the background between Jay-Z and Dame Dash. Listen, Dame Dash has been undermining Jay-Z for a long time. And I know they was friends, very good friends. Yes, they built a successful company together. But nonetheless, Dame was undermining Jay-Z. There's no way that Jay-Z could have continued on in life with somebody being connected to somebody like that in sense of business. All right. So when I speak, I just want to speak about it. I see a lot of people mad at Jay-Z for not standing up for Dame. Cut it out. Dame don't deserve that. Nonetheless, I still admire Dame, but Dame, you know what you did. You played Jay. You was trying to get all the girls Jay wanted, Dame. You wanted them same girls. You try to remove Jay-Z from the throne and say Jay-Z be stealing raps. You even started speaking about Jay-Z with R. Kelly. Ooh, let's talk about it. Even the R. Kelly comparisons, trying to compare Jay-Z, insinuating that Jay-Z supports R. Kelly. Do you know what you're insinuating? So somebody's referring to you as like a pedophile, a pedophile. They're getting at your girls. They're saying that you like to hang around men that like underage women. You're in support of, you support that. You take somebody and make that person the head of his company, one of the heads of his company. And let's be clear, Jay-Z and Cameron was at odds at one point. Let's be clear. And Dame was fully aware of that. Nonetheless, Dame still appointed Cameron as vice president of Rockefeller, unbeknownst to Jay-Z. Why? Obviously, because I don't think Jay-Z would have went for it. Hello? Even with the record sales of Dipset and all that. And Old Boy and all that. Yeah, I know Cam was doing numbers. No doubt. But nah, I don't think at all that Jay is wrong for not being remorseful to Dame Dash. And I hope Dame Dash comes back up, because Dame Dash is a serial hustler. And like I said, once again, I reiterate, I admire what Dame Dash does as a hustler and what he brought to the industry and just inspiration-wise. But call a spade a spade. Jay is not wrong for not handing out an olive branch to Dame Dash. All right? That part. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. This is the most dangerous podcast on God's green earth. Goes by the name of DSTM. Don't shoot the messenger. Now, you guys, with that being said, we're going to keep you guys up to date, because Trust me, I know this is not going to end no time soon. I'm pretty sure Nicki's going to have way more things coming out in the near future. This is a campaign. This is a smear campaign. But she has an objective. And what's the objective? We'll see. I think it's safe to assume criminal charges, civil suits. I don't know. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Don't shoot the messenger because messenger shoots back.